Hello, and welcome to How to Use TPS. This is the second disc in the Training CD series, and we'll walk through the basic process of using the day-to-day features of the program. This is an introduction video to get you acquainted with logging in and a couple aspects of the main screen. Before we get started, you're going to want to make sure that you installed the train version of TPS that is located on your installation disks. If you're having trouble doing the install yourself, please refer to the install manual or call Eon Tech Support for further assistance. Once you've installed Train and you have your icon on the desktop, simply double-click it to launch the program. If you haven't done a backup within a certain amount of time, a warning will appear informing you of such. It is incredibly important, especially in this day and age where everything is digital, that you do backups on a regular basis. Here at Eon, we recommend that you do your backup every day that you had business. For instance, if you work Monday through Friday, you should run your backup at the end of Monday or sometime in the evening after you guys have left the office on Monday, and then store it away somewhere on a separate hard drive, flash drive, DVD, or whatever storage media you want. Do the same for Tuesday through Friday, and then when next Monday rolls around, do a backup and replace the old Monday backup with this new Monday backup. This way you have 5 backups at once cycling through, giving you good data integrity. It's simply not worth it to forego making backups and then having something catastrophic such as a hardware failure or power failure or destruction of your machine, having you lose possibly thousands of records and important financial information. If you are getting this message even though you're backing up, please contact your IT person to make sure your backup is being created correctly. Simply click OK to make the message go away, and the program will start to load. Here we have the login screen for TPS. Initial user login and password is new user, all one word, and welcome, W-E-L-C-O-M-E, all lowercase. Once you've entered the correct data, click Login. Note that you will be able to create your own user accounts later on with your own user IDs and passwords, and you can set certain access rights to these usernames, such as people not being allowed to access the appointment book, the billing section, certain reports, and so on. What you see in front of you now is the startup screen for TPS. We've organized all the sections of the program into various categories: applications, master files, basics, systems, and EDI. Applications are the sections of TPS that get stuff done, like the appointment scheduling, where you can schedule your appointments, or the closing screen, where you can perform your daily closing procedure. The master files are lists of all the data within your program: your attorney lists, a list of all your carriers, patients, your diagnoses, and so forth. Under Basics, we have basic system information and code lists, along with the setup wizard. For the most part, these selections deal with the code lists behind the scenes of the program and aren't tampered with too much, but occasionally will be required for you to enter and make adjustments. The setup wizard walks you through setting up the program, and is discussed in the previous video how to set up TPS. Below here we have the system section, where you can alter certain system data, such as adding users into the program and editing their access rights. Lastly, we have the EDI section, which pertains to the EHR Meaningful Use module. You have to first purchase the EDI Meaningful Use module for this section to be relevant, and all information in regards to the EHR Meaningful Use module is gone over in separate videos. Up here at the top we have what is known as the menu bar. Options like File, Edit, and Tools, when clicked, create a list of options for you to choose from. These options run various functions within the program or take you to certain areas of the program. Below the menu bar, we have what is known as the icon bar. These act as shortcuts to some of the more commonly used areas of TPS. Every single one of these icons leads to an area that can be found as well within the startup menu. Sometimes, when I open an application, such as the appointment scheduling, the main startup menu goes away and is replaced by the background. When I close the appointment book, I have the option of bringing the startup menu back by clicking this open folder icon, or if I simply want to go back to the appointment book, I can click this icon here that acts as a sort of shortcut. If you hover your cursor over the icon, a tooltip appears explaining what the icon does. If we hover over the schedule form, a tooltip appears implying that this is the schedule form or appointment book and will open the application if clicked, like so. I can open up my start menu again by clicking the open folder icon right here and making it appear. Here you can see that under applications we have the appointment scheduling as well, and the icons match. Every one of these icons down here can be accessed below on the startup menu. This concludes the introduction, and the next video will start with going over how to use the appointment book. Let's get started.